The Emir of Qatar is in the United Arab Emirates. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani and UAE President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed discussed the war in Iran and developments in the region. Well, this comes a day after the Emir visited Jeddah for talks with Saudi Crown Prince and King of Jordan. Qatar's foreign ministry says it's ready to help with any future negotiations to end the war.
Qatar is not involved in these talks. Our views about any talks, if they exist, are consistent with our very principled position that all conflicts will end on the negotiation table, and we support all of these efforts. I'm not privy to the details of the current negotiations, but we stand ready to help, of course.
Rasul Sardar is in the Saudi capital, Riyadh. So we've seen the Emir of Qatar make a stop in a number of countries. Is Qatar trying to coordinate a more unified GCC position on the war?
Absolutely. So, Sami, this is perhaps the biggest security challenge that the GCC is facing since its foundation in 1981. So, since the beginning of the war, nearly 6,000 projectiles were fired from Iran to the GCC countries. So it is quite a huge security challenge. Also, it is becoming an existential threat to its economic stability. And of course, it is becoming also a litmus test for the bloc, for the GCC countries. It is testing its resilience, its strength, its weaknesses, and also its fragility. And here, more importantly, the unity of the bloc now is being tested. So we're hearing that almost all of the GCC countries saying that they prefer the diplomacy as a way of solution to this crisis, but there are also different approaches, the divergence in the preferences, in the priorities of these countries. Some of them are saying, clearly talking about the right of self-defense and the possibility of the retaliation, while some others saying that there is no way but only diplomacy, and the others are calling on Arab nations to adopt a harsher stance, and so on. And while all that is happening, so here now the Qatari Emir is on a mission to bridge the gaps between the GCC countries. Yesterday he was in Saudi Arabia, in the city of Jeddah, meeting the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman, and then today to Abu Dhabi, meeting the UAE's President, Mohammed bin Zayed. And while he's on this mission, he wants to achieve 4 goals. First, to integrate, to provide a platform for the integration of the security policies, and to secure the energy flow, and also to create a unified position for the GCC countries that they can respond to the developments collectively. But more importantly now, also to make sure that the GCC is going to be a part of the future solutions at the negotiating table to guarantee that the GCC's interests are being reflected properly for any peace settlement.
And take us through, Rasul, the hits various Gulf countries have sustained today from Iranian drone and missile strikes.
Indeed, Sami. So on a daily basis, dozens of the drones and several missiles are keeping hitting the GCC countries here. But today, United Arab Emirates was the epicenter of the Iranian attack. So according to the Ministry of Defense of the Emirates, saying that the UAE air defenses engaged 8 ballistic missiles, 4 cruise missiles, and at least 36 drones just today. So, and also an incident that the debris falling from the interception has injured 6 Asian nationals. So also the same sources are saying that the Ministry of Defense, since the start of the war on, so more than 433 ballistic missiles, 19 cruise missiles, and 1,977 drones, and 11 dead, 188 people injured. So that goes with the Kuwait, and then in Saudi Arabia, particularly today, the drones that were fired were targeting the eastern province of the country. And that is important because eastern province is where the 70% of Saudi energy is located, and also major energy infrastructures. And also they have been targeting Al-Kharj governorate as well. And the Saudi officials are saying that debris falling from the interception has fallen on 6 houses, harming them, and also damaging several cars, but no injuries happened.
That's Rasul Sardar from Riyadh.